Okay, so now you've defended 4 times, and I want to get toward that last chunk of your career. Do you feel like you went on too long? Do you feel like you got used up by the UFC that way?
I don't feel like I got used up by the UFC. I mean, if anything, it was me asking to go on and me asking to. I mean, Dana wanted, when I retired, Dana wanted me to. He wanted me to quit, and he was happy when I said I decided that I was going to quit.
Because that really is in you. That's what we talked about earlier, in that you want to fight.
Yeah, and the hard thing for me was it wasn't that I was getting beat up. Like, I didn't go out, and I wasn't, the fights I was losing, I wasn't getting beat up. I was winning a fight and got caught. You know, even the last one, I think what really caused the knockout was the headbutt I got in earlier that cut my eye. Like, I think that's where I don't remember anything after that. So I still, in my mind, I still think, oh, well, maybe if I could have done something. And that fight, if it lasted a few more seconds, I would have still been fighting for a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fight where you broke the guy's arm, right, with a kick?
Really, yeah. I got excited, was coming after him, and got caught.
End of a career for a legend. He caught you with that punch, right, Franklin?
Yeah, you know, I had him hurt, and I was going after him like I always do. I mean, I got you hurt, and I'm going to come finish you. And he caught me, and it was, you know, that's the end.
You said it might be harder for others to watch that are close to you. I know your mom said that she'd watch every other fight on the card, but when it was yours, she'd kind of hide her eyes and ask her husband, is he winning? Is he losing? What's going on? And whether it's Heidi, your wife, or whomever, you know, that shot from above, you're dad. You know, picture your kid down there with that shot from above. That looks like a guy who's wondering, at least for that moment, where the hell he is.
Yeah, I mean, that's harder on, like I said, it's harder on everybody else. It's over. You know, I was there. I mean, the hard thing was that, you know, deciding, you know, making that decision was tough for me. You know, and I actually asked Dad. I made that decision in September. I think we announced it in December, late December, because I asked him I need a little time so I can at least talk at this thing, because I'm going to be pretty emotional about that. So, you know, it's tough. It's like, you know, taking a, you know, you've been doing something for your whole life, basically. You know, since I was a kid, I would always had something coming up, whether it was baseball or football or wrestling or fighting. You always had something. And for me, for the last, you know, 20 years, fighting had been my #1 goal. I mean, everything revolved around me winning the title and being a champion, and winning. And now all of a sudden, there's kind of, that's gone, and it's a little different.
Is it like a drug that you need in your life, either building towards something or actually stepping into the octagon?
I miss everything. I miss everything about it. I love training. I miss cutting weight. I miss, you know, making weight that week. You know, sitting there doing interviews that week. You know, the week of the fight was probably the most. I loved, you know, doing the stuff the week of the fight, because all the work has been done. I show up by the week of the fight, all the work's been done. I'm completely relaxed, and now I'm getting my reward. I get to go out there and fight. And for me, the fight was always my reward for everything else I've done.
You got to the top of the mountain, and according to John, that's where you guys went to really make that decision, the top of a mountain that you guys like to hike.
Yeah, well, went up there and took a long hike up there, talked about it, and, you know, it's time. You know, you know, it comes that time. Father Time does that to everybody, so sooner or later it comes to everybody. Most of all, I want to thank my fans, family, but anyway, I love this sport, and I'm excited to go to my new stage of my life, and keep promoting the best sport in the world. You know, and the sport I love, so.
Any regrets looking back? Anything you left out there?
You know, I don't have any regrets. You know, I had a great time. I mean, it was fun coming up in when the sport was growing. And being here, you know, it would have been nice to move that career, you know, 10 years later and put that through as far as the money goes.
Yeah.
Would have been a lot nicer. But you know, I got paid a lot of money to do what I love for a living, and I had a great time doing it.